What in the world is going on with these AC units? What the And what's with the textures for all my buildings? What'd I do? Uh-oh. Oh my god, the library. What happened to it? Well, that's not good. Hey y'all, welcome back to Dewy Del Mar, our coastal city here in Cities Skylines 2. We are back in the downtown area today, finally, because it's been a while. I think last episode in the series we did the European village and farmland over in the valley there. And then most recently I tried to do a Minas Tirith build from Lord of the Rings, but honestly not sure how well that went. But yes, we are back downtown today. Today's actually the first of a two-part series where I completely redeveloped the waterfront here because it has been kind of sitting empty since episode 1, apart from these rich households right here. But yeah, in today's episode, we're going to focus on two key connections to the downtown area. We're going to create a bridge along Palm Tree Way here that connects to our highway down here. We'll do like a funky interchange. And then we'll move up to Myrtle Street and create another bridge that is more for like industrial access. But yeah, we're going to develop all of this area in the next episode. You know, we'll do a marina, parks, the whole shebang. And in fact, here's a little teaser of what I've already built. We got the two bridges we'll build today, plus marinas, parks, custom sports complexes, monuments, and yeah, just a bunch of detailing, which I'm really excited to share with y'all. So that's the plan. Today is bridges and infrastructure, and then next episode is parks and detailing. But before that, I got to address something that's been plaguing the city since forever, which is our atrocious garbage. So let's hop to it. That is one giant pile of trash, and we need to do something about it. As I mentioned, if we look at our recycling, we are literally like the farthest into the red that we can be. So I think it's high time that we buy a recycling center which can process a lot more trash and doesn't pollute as much and replace this. So let's go to our garbage management recycling center, unlock, and I'm gonna delete this bad boy. Oop, and that bad boy. What is that? Smooth this out a little bit, get rid of those weird terrain effects. And then I also think it's high time we upgrade the roads here, because this is a pretty heavy industrial area and I want to make sure that it can handle a bunch of traffic. So let's go, and starting here. Ooh, overlapping items, all right. Just for now. Let's upgrade these roads. And then get like an access road for the recycling center itself. So let's go out to this angle right here. Bring it back here, do another straight through there. I'm gonna get rid of this parking lot as well. And then we'll fill in some industrial area here. But let's go to our recycling tab, get a recycling center, and plop it right down. Sure, there. I also wanna try the new road builder update, which lets us do angled parking. So I'm gonna go to our road builder mod, click this instance, and here's the parking tab. Okay, so let's drag this, I think it's right here. Yep, that's the correct side. I want it facing the recycling center building. If we click that, we can do angled with markings. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's so cool. And let's see if that one, yep, right there. Oh my God, that's so easy. Let's call this a 2-lane angled custom. We'll do angled parking. Just like that. And that should show up in our road builder mod. And that was just way too easy. Look at all these trucks coming out. But all right, let's make sure this is covering every district. And that definitely took a chunk out of our budget, but I think it's worth it. In fact, while we're here, let's free up this space and get some more industrial zoning. Okay, filled in some roads, got some more parking over there, and just made it generally a little more developed since now we've eaten a bunch of budget and I need some more tax revenue for sure, but loving how this road's looking. And if we take a look at our capacity, yep, we are way in the green. And again, even I can see that that's green, so glad we finally got that off our chest. For a big infrastructure project like this, I think we need some big tax raises. So I'm gonna go to my taxation tab and then bring these up. We'll do office just 1 percentage point since, yep, there it goes. But industry, we got demand for everything else. So I'm gonna bring this up 11 to 13. Commercial, bring you up to 12. Wow, that didn't affect it at all. And then I think raise a progressive tax on the wealthier citizens of Dewey Del Mar for now. And that gave us a nice boost in revenue with which to build these bridges. So the first one I want to do is the Palm Tree Way Bridge. And yeah, I think this is just such a major thoroughfare for the city. Obviously we have a dense commercial avenue right here, but as you can see, it goes right past the central station into Little Havana with, you know, education centers, tram stops, so integrated with the public transportation. And then it just continues along our couplet through Paradise Hills all the way down to the train yard. So this is definitely a very important street, and I think it deserves its own bridge. So that's what we're gonna do now. Let's start by removing this segment of the path right here and removing these trees out of the way. All right, we're gonna actually do a little bit of lane math. We're gonna have a 2-laner coming into the intersection here, and then an off-ramp, or I guess that's an on-ramp and an off-ramp here that combine into another 4-lane to actually cross the water. So let's start. I made a 2-laner with median custom road with the road builder mod off screen, thinking I was recording, but alas, I was not. But all this is yeah, 2 lanes with a median, so we can match the median effect right here. But we're gonna start here. 11%, that's totally fine. And then we will get a single lane road to make our off-ramp and on-ramp. And now we can go to our 4-lane divided road and then replace this. And now the lane math kind of works, even though it looks hideous right there. I might have to redo this one. Okay, and we can use some move it magic to kind of fix these angles, maybe move this segment out a little bit. But let's go around and clean up our crosswalks and intersection lights, I think. Okay, sorry, I had to fidget with it a little bit. I'm trying to get another net lane to match the one that was procedurally generated right here, but I think it only applies to surfaces, not elevated roads, unfortunately, but not the end of the world. But last thing I want to do for this side of the bridge is just fill in this space with a few bushes. So let's go to our vegetation tab. We'll do a nice manicured set. Line tool, and then let's fill this out. And pair it off with a lovely apple tree. I don't want to do a giant tree because I want to maintain visibility. Like if you're yielding on M Street, you want to make sure you can see cars coming up Palm Tree Way from over here. But I think, yeah, I think that's a good start. But now we can finally continue our Palm Tree Bridge, which I guess is now Lake Street, across the water just like this. That was pretty easy. Actually, that angle right there isn't too bad. Usually you have like a sharp drop into the flat part of the bridge, but I'm happy with how that looks. If this is a nice connection into our eventual South Beach, I think I'm gonna continue the road elevated above the highway. Make a straight stretch like that, and then we'll do a curved stretch that'll eventually parallel the coast just like this. To begin, we'll just do a few key connections. So I want to make sure that coming onto Highland Highway this way, we're going to have a loop-de-loop come back around here, and then going off Palm Tree Way, we'll have an off-ramp headed that way. So there's easier access going to and from our Diego Industrial Park. But let's start by just clearing these trees a little bit. And let's get a highway. We'll change this up to a 3-laner, starting right about there. And then, yeah, we'll make this connection like this, loop this around. Not bad. Okay. Get rid of this intersection. And then instead of having a very tight, probably, on-ramp right here, I'm thinking what I want to do is actually have something cool. Have this come over the highway and meet Washington Highway, the ramp right there. No idea how that's gonna look, but let's give it a shot. We'll upgrade this to a 3-lane highway right about... Ooh, or should it just continue where the bridge is here? Interesting. All right, well, for now, let's upgrade that to a 3-laner, and we're gonna use the continuous tool to snake this up. So we'll go up, nope, not down, up to 5. We might need to bring this back actually a little bit. Once more with feeling. So we're down, get up to 5. And now, yeah, let's turn this into a 2-lane. Okay, we're getting there. Redo that segment. How's that clearance? Clearance is good. And you know, I'm actually not against leaving this as an intersection. So yeah, we could even have it coming straight into the bridge like that. But yeah, maybe to reduce kind of the tightness of the curve there, let's just make that a straight intersection. That'll keep it nice and simple. I just realized we need the ramp going that way, so I'm actually going to turn this into a bi-directional median like this. And now we can just continue using the continuous tool, go figure, this lane here. And then it'll eventually meet with the highway there. So let's go back down to ground level here. Okay. These road building tools just make it way too easy. That plus all the mods, CDW, I'm looking at you. This game is such a joy now. I love it. Next connection we have to make is coming off of here and make sure you can get onto Highland and off of Highland Highway. First thing we gotta do is clear these anarchy trees. I'm gonna bring this one back a little bit so we don't have as tight of a merge lane right there. So we'll go to a 2-lane highway, make this connection here. We're gonna bring it out pretty far though, I think. And then we'll make a curve connection, yeah, just like this maybe. All right, get our single lane and then make these connections right here. You can actually be a little smoother, I think. That looks a lot better, I think. Cool, cool, cool. The last connection we need to make is making sure you can go off Palm Tree Way onto High Highway and Highland Highway. Okay. But we definitely want that connection so you can go to our Diego Industrial Park way out there. Even though you do have these intersections over there, but you know, what if you're living downtown? You don't want to have to go through the Levan and all that. So I want to do something a little funky. Instead of making just a basic off-ramp right there, I want to try to do a tunnel coming off of Lafayette Highway here. No idea if this is gonna work, but let's give it a shot. So we're gonna go, we'll see how steep this descent is. I think the minimum is, yep, 12.5 meters is the lowest, or the highest, I guess, before it goes underground. Okay, from here, now we can turn this into a 3-lane segment, maybe right here. And then we'll bring that back down to 2-lane roads once we make this connection, but just like this. What have I done? How is that? You know, that descent is not as bad as I thought it would be, but let's clean up some of these nodes. Okay, and look how popular this interchange is now, if you can call it, sorry, intersection. we might need to do something to alleviate traffic there because that is going to get backed up pretty quickly. Oh, duh, we'll prohibit left turns since they got this ramp up there, and then I'll add a couple of slip lanes for better traffic management. Cool, some better traffic flow there now, leading to our tunnel, which I think later we'll do another beautification time lapse and cover these with trees, shrubs, maybe get some industrial storage or something like that in between these loops right here. And finally, let's spruce this up by making it a arched bridge going to our 4 lane. And maybe eventually we can make this a grand bridge. Is that 4 lanes? But kind of expensive, so we will keep it just like this for now. Actually, let me delete these segments here. And very cool. I think our first bridge is done, even though it changed the name. Palm Tree Bridge. That's what we want. I guess it's Palm Tree Way Bridge. There we go. Okay, cool. With bridge number 1 complete, I want to focus on bridge number 2, and I think I am just going to keep it to 2 bridges. I don't want to extend Garnett Street across here for 2 reasons. 1, I want to have a nice long stretch of Riverside to build a park on, and 2, I'm thinking eventually I might do this like a stadium district right here. In Seattle, we have our Mariners and Seahawks stadiums right next to each other and looking along the downtown skyline. I think that would be really cool if we had the stadiums here and spectators just see the city across the river for them. So with that in mind, I don't want to split this in half with a bridge just yet. Also, I don't want to think about how I'm going to connect it to this monstrosity of an interchange right there, so future problem. But let's do Myrtle Street instead, and I think this makes sense because it's like in the middle of the city right now, and will improve access to our industrial port, so trucks don't have to go all the way down here and then come back down. What is this? Hickory Street. Pretty sure it was not that 5 minutes ago, but what are you gonna do? Okay, let's go to 4-lane road. We'll do another divided one, and then let's connect this right here. We're gonna go up to, we'll do 12 point, we'll just do 10 meters. Keep this simple. All right, and then we will do this kind of flat across here. I wanna make sure there's enough clearance on the highway for these trucks to get under. That'd be really cool. I guess I gotta use Anarchy, or I don't have to use Anarchy, but I don't wanna buy tiles just for interchanges, so bring it up just a smidge, maybe. How is that clearance? Can I get a truck here any second to... oh, that should be plenty clearance, actually. Oh, yeah, totally. Okay, I'm gonna... what's the word? Reduce these to single-lane roads in the middle here. And now, to do this connection right here, we'll do like a nice S-curve, turn off all snappings except these. Might as well show our terrain. Get that connection right there. Let's go up to 10 meters. And we'll just make this tight connection right there. Simple enough. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, let's do a slip lane since 99% of our traffic right now is going to be turning right to go downtown. Okay, not bad. Maybe we can key wallify these to make it look a little more stable along this sandy beach. Ooh, I don't like how this is key walled though. I want to start it on the ground itself. So I think we can fix that by creating a node like right here maybe. And then, you know what? I think that's fine if the key wall starts right there. Yeah, that's totally fine, because then maybe we can have like a little access road underneath the bridge there. So we'll leave that be. But then we will continue and get another off-ramp right here. Just like that, nice and simple. No slip lane, you gotta make a hard right if you want to get off the highway or off the bridge, but okay. Fix some of this terrain issue as well. What did I just do? Not retaining wall, key wall. Okay, that side's pretty easy, and then yeah, now what I want to do is maybe we'll extend this out a little bit more. We can bring this segment down, I think, so we don't have to move as much earth, but what I'm gonna do is get a slope up to meet the bridge right here, and then we will do a little 2-lane road coming off that branches out like a trumpet interchange. So let's bring this down just a smidge like I mentioned. We'll go, just make sure it's high enough for the train track. That should be fine. In fact, we can use the Move It mod to bring this node down a bit, I bet. Still plenty of clearance, so that should be good. Okay, so now we're gonna create a slope. Let's go to the Shift Terrain tool. Let's bring this down to 30%. Get this down to 50, sure. Bring it up to maybe like around here. Yeah, that's good. And now Slope Terrain tool up to 100%. We're gonna start elevation there, 136, and we wanna slope it down to around here maybe. And we'll curve this down just like that. All right, and now we're gonna go 2-lane highway, make this connection right here. Simple curve it up. Bring it all the way down to about, let's do, sure, maybe there. All right, and now we will have one branch going this way to get onto the highway. Oh, you know what? I'm actually going to re-upgrade. Yeah, we'll bring it to this node right here. All right, and now, whoops. Now we will make this connection. Yep, just like that. Maybe clear out some of these anarchy trees. And then same thing on this side. Simple curve. Just like that, no left turns though. All right, and we can smooth out some of this earthwork. Okay, so I think we have every connection we need for this part right here. So let's see, if you want to get downtown from either direction, you either take Oak Highway or Willow Highway. If you want to get off, you take this off ramp to go Underhill, and then Aspen Highway to get back onto Coleridge Highway. Obviously these names make no sense for highways, but we will keep them for now. Before we move across the river to do that intersection, let's just clean up all these stoplights and crosswalks. This should not have all these crosswalks. If you are a pedestrian, please take public transportation or something. Okay, that leaves us free to now do this interchange. And so I'm thinking, if we have a nice marina right here and the city hall is gonna go right there, I think I wanna make this look a little more stately is the word that comes to mind. So I'm gonna do one of the nice large roundabouts in this section right here. So let's make room by bulldozing this park, unfortunately. And also, unfortunately, I'm gonna get rid of these segments that I worked so hard on with the Move It mod. We'll do, let's do, what does the medium with cement look like? You know what, yeah. Let's do cement because if big trucks are coming through here to get to the ports over here, they might have to go kind of mount the curb a little bit, which I am totally fine with. Although I think I want something in the center there a little more stately. Like I said, let's just very quickly remake this connection for the 8th time. Okay, that is the most I'm gonna do because I don't want to keep fidgeting with it, but okay, cool. And like I said, I do want to get something a little more. I'm surprised they don't have an asset right in the center there. That seems prime position for maybe a small fountain. Oh yeah. Come on, Colossal Order, keep up. Okay, nice and simple, but I think it looks good. And then I guess we should probably fix this connection right here, and maybe we can get a smaller park in that center right there. Or actually, if we get rid of this segment right here, just make that connection right there, and then extend the pathway just like this. There we go. All right, we just reoriented where the park was facing, so that's fine. Maybe we extend the surface just to make it look a little nicer. Oh wow, that was totally by accident. I thought I was doing grass, but I think that makes a lot more sense because it could be like a, I don't know, cement plaza or something like that. Oh, I kind of like that. Okay, I'm gonna keep that there. In fact, maybe we could even do like a couple food trucks. Okay, cool. Totally by accident, but I like it. Okay, so this bridge is functional but quite boring if you ask me. Doesn't look as nice as our arched bridge over there. So what I want to do is take our 4-lane suspension bridge pillar and we're gonna plop it. Let's do, yeah, both of these. We'll hide both of these columns that are already there. Oh, is that wide enough? Do we need to do a 5-lane? I think 5-lane we'll need to do. All right, so yeah, let's get it center right about there. And we can use Move It Mod to, yeah, fix it up. So, or we could use our positioning tool. Like that, and now I want to bring this down and have maybe the road be on top of this pillar right here. So these pillars, they do distort the terrain, but luckily enough, that terrain is underwater, so you can't really tell. Yeah, something like that. It should actually, maybe it should go down even deeper. I feel like that thing is very tall for how short the bridge is. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool. Let's do one more and we'll get rid of these, what is that? We'll get rid of these existing pillars with the better bulldozer tool using delete sub-elements. Excellent. All right, let's copy this, put it right here. And then let's copy the Y. Oh, just 99, that's easy enough. This definitely looks like it could be a drawbridge. And so we want to have enough space in the center for the bridge to actually go up when a big ship comes to dock at our port of Dewy Del Mar. Yes, that is definitely a lot more interesting looking than just a bare 4-lane bridge, so nice. And that concludes part 1 of this series. Next episode, we will do the entire waterfront, the marina, the parks, the quay walls, the whole shebang. And we'll even spruce up this interchange right here, since it's a little bare bones. But yeah, as usual, suggestions, feedback, hit me up in the comments. I love reading them. And until next time, hope you all have a good one. Bye.